If you think me doing a review during the day with my glasses on is weird, you should see this film. I'm going to put my seatbelt on for all the right reasons. G'day, it's Adam here again with another quick instant movie review for you. So, a couple of nights ago, I saw Poor Things. This is the latest film from filmmaker Yorgos Lanthimos, and it tells the story of Bella Baxter, played by Emma Stone. Now, she's a woman who's been reanimated, let's just say, by a very unorthodox scientist by the name of Godwin Baxter, played by Willem Dafoe. Everyone's freak show. We love him. So Bella is basically stuck in this house with the doctor, who she calls God, quite interestingly, and as she's starting to develop, she starts to get a little bit anxious, wanting to break out and look at the world a little bit more. So it's not until an absolute cad by the name of Duncan Wedderburn, played by Mark Ruffalo, a slick lawyer, he breaks Bella out of her prison to discover the world. And they go on big trips together, and whilst all this happens, Bella not only discovers the world, but has a sexual awakening, and a physical awakening, and a metaphorical awakening, and all the awakenings. This film, as I mentioned, is from Yorgos Lanthimos. Now, Yorgos has done films such as The Lobster and Killing of a Sacred Deer, as well as The Favourite. Now, I was not a fan of The Lobster. Actually, I hated that movie. I didn't like it at all. Even though I am a big Colin Farrell fan, I did not like that film. And The Favourite was just a very odd film for me. It was, obviously, it won lots of Academy Awards, so it obviously ticked a lot of boxes. And Emma Stone, obviously, that started the collaboration between these two guys together. And Emma Stone is not only a star of this film, but is also a producer. This film is absolutely bonkers. Think of it like a modern retelling of Frankenstein, which and Reanimator, the 80s film. So you've kind of got those two things playing in this world. Whilst it's bonkers, it is absolutely extraordinary and wonderful all at the same time. The production design on this is nothing short of extraordinary. This film looks amazing. And it would only be amazing with a great director behind it. Yorgos Lanthimos, really, for my money, in this film has really created a really fascinating film. Employs lots of different film techniques, different aspect ratios, different color palettes, black and white to blues to vivid oranges and yellows. The film is sort of broken up into title card sequences as well, which was an interesting choice, but I think very telling in regards to the story. It's almost like we're being told a fable of some description. The fisheye lens, almost like where there's a voyeur, or there's someone who's actually watching, spying on this throughout the whole film, through looking through a door. I think the thing for me, and the thing that kind of put me off The Lobster a little bit is, and I guess you've just sort of got to come around to it, is that it's not conventional storytelling, and it's not conventional filmmaking. And I sort of felt like with The Favourite, it kind of really distanced me from the subject matter. And I understand that was part of the thing with that film, that Victorian style drama, shot in a very weird and interesting way with characters that were not of that ilk. But with this film, it seems to sit better. It seems to be a little bit more in keeping with the theme of the film and with the narrative that we're being told. This kind of mismatch of bits and parts is exactly what the characters are. They're bits and pieces of everything and everyone. Literally in Bella Baxter's case, that's exactly what she is. And Willem Dafoe's character as well, Dr. Baxter, or God, is very much of that. He is literally bits and pieces. The other massive standout, of course, in this film is Mark Ruffalo. Now, we all know Mark Ruffalo from either being the Hulk or being in, you know, dramas or so on and so forth, but the man is funny. He is a character that you never ever would think Mark Ruffalo would play, and to be honest, Mark Ruffalo never thought he'd play it either. When Yorgos Lanthimos approached him to play Duncan Wedderburn, he read it and went, I really want to be in this film, but I don't think this character is for me. And Yorgos went, it is you. And that's how it worked out, and it is all the better for it, because Mark Ruffalo is distasteful, he is funny, he is deluded, and he is a real cad, and he is absolutely hilarious in this film. Emma Stone is nothing short of phenomenal. She puts everything out there, like everything out there in this film, and it is all the better for it. Her performance is phenomenal. You know, for preparation of this film, she did look at a lot of toddler videos. She looked at a lot of, development videos of children as part of what her character is. No spoilers, but she decided to have a little bit more free thought and free will with this one. And the actors all gelling together was over a 3-week period where they all worked together in workshopping, not learning lines, but workshopping the characters together. And you can certainly see that synergy on the screen. This film is amazing. It's amazing. It's definitely one of the films of the year for me. And but be warned, it is very graphic. It's violent. It's for me a solid R. There's lots and lots and lots of sex. There's lots of nudity. There's disturbing medical images. There's medical procedures. Poor Things. I would highly recommend it if you are. It's not going to be for everyone, certainly not. But if you like experimental filmmaking, you're okay with lots of blood and guts and sex in your movies, you'll be fine. This film is quite something. So, Poor Things, I would definitely give a 8.5 out of 10. I really enjoyed this movie. It made me laugh a lot. And yeah, definitely worth seeing. And no doubt there'll be many an Oscar coming their way for all involved come March. All right, that's it for me. Have a nice day. Interesting.